Actor John O'Hurley is probably best known for his role on Seinfeld as Elaine's wacky boss, J. Peterman, with memorable moments like this.
Jerry's got nothing. Newman's got nothing. You're the only one I know who's got the good stuff, and I need it bad, baby, because I feel like I got bugs crawling up my skin. Now, you gotta help me out. Not on my watch. Listen, I had to turn in my office and you was getting up and get ready. You had your fix somewhere. What dogs we have?
Mr. Peterman, what are you doing?
Elaine, you're out of control. You need help.
Huh?
I know what you're going through. I, too, once fell under the spell of opium.
But John is also one of the few conservatives in Hollywood, and he joins me now. Your character had some of the best writing. Was that Larry David, or was that a collaboration? How'd you guys cook that up?
You know, the character evolved over the just 5 seasons that I was there, but it started off with just, you know, he was, a simple cataloger, but then the lunacy of the character came in, and he just took off a, different end when he went off to Burma to find himself, and it gave the writers a chance to write in long form, so consequently every show had what you just saw, one of these Peterman monologues that, started off with the best of intentions, but just took a left-hand turn somewhere.
And really captured the ridiculousness of the fashion magazine industry. The urban sombrero is one of my favorite.
What is that?
The urban sombrero. I put it on the cover.
Oh, when he sees the cover.
One of the great sight gags ever.
So, a lot of the other players on Seinfeld, Elaine Bennis, played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Larry David, the creator, and Jerry Seinfeld, Democrats. But the show never got political, and I thought that was probably one of the most appealing things about the show.
There were many appealing things about the show, and the most important was, and especially in this age, that it was about talking. There were no cell phones in Seinfeld. Everything was about engaging another person. Now, they were sitting in a booth, and it was about talking. And that's, in this world of divisiveness right now, when you're either this or that, it's like I've never seen a temper to this country like I have right now. And it makes me sad that I can't have my point of view respected by anybody else without them going into a spasm of disgust that I happen to have supported Trump. And I'm going, why can't you understand that people feel differently? That we don't, in Hollywood, have to walk like lemmings to the sea and follow each other off the cliff. I just don't get it. I think that we're a kinder and we're gentler society than that, where we can engage people thinking differently.
If they made Seinfeld today, they'd probably have those people at the coffee shop not speaking to each other, just sitting here texting each other and tweeting.
I'm the first one to say that Seinfeld can't work today because the cell phone would have killed it.
Right.
It was about people engaging and thoughtfully engaging in minutia. People wouldn't even talk about minutia. There'd be, half a conversation up to you like this.
That's right.
The whole series wouldn't work in the same way. It was about the loneliness and the desperation and needing to vent.
But going back to what you were saying about the spasm of anger, why do you think Hollywood in particular, in the industry, has become so hostile to President Trump?
Well, I mean, traditionally they have always been a liberal. It's always been a liberal community.
This is different.
The
hatred and the hostility now towards this president.
I have never seen anything, and that's exactly right. And to the point where even if you support this guy, it's a visceral anger that they feel.
You're a white supremacist if you support the president.
That's it, and I am called that every day on the internet. I mean, I've never seen the internet be used in such a cruel and vulgar way, and I will not give up my standards. I believe that we are a better society inside, that we can actually engage each other in intelligent conversation without having to slit the throat of the other person so that they can't talk.
Another big crime, now it's a crime coming out of the industry, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, it calls to mind that, we have enough sins in our own backyard that it's time for us to weed our own garden and stop being the moral barometer of everybody else out there. And it's not that I don't support people's constitutional right to support what they support. What I don't like is the silencing of an opposition, an opposing opinion. because people don't all feel the same way. As Mark Twain once says, when there are too many people in the majority, it's time to change.
Well, you see that on college campuses all the time. Conservatives
Silencing the ability, and yet they think they're expressing their First Amendment rights. Well, they're not. Silencing another person's ability to respond or to speak in proactive is more of an offense. And I believe, and I think it's a sad road we're going down. It's an angry road, and I feel like we're an angry country looking for causes right now, and I think that's an interesting perspective on it. But I think it's a sad perspective on it.
Well, you're also now in a new movie.
New movie.
Doing very well. Swing Away. I think we have a clip right here.
What is that? The ancient Grecian rattle torture? God and I both saw that, Mr. Henderson.
Really?